The Stringtown Legacy Foundation, preserving and promoting the history of Stringtown, USA.
The beginning of the Legacy Project came about as a result of seeing the need to preserve some buildings and just our history in general here in Stringtown. We had seen some buildings get too far gone, beyond repair.
The Legacy group recognized that there were historical locations here in Stringtown that needed to be kind of set aside.
So it was about that time, 2000, that we noticed the buildings in town were beginning to deteriorate. So we began just a project we called Stringtown Legacy Project to try to begin working to save some of those buildings, and also just to gather pictures, and we did interviews of some of the old timers who were still living.
Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Remember me once in a while, please promise me you'll try.
And the Garside House was getting to that place, so that's how we started there. And through sponsorships of families and even descendants of the house who don't even live here anymore came together and sponsored rooms. It took us 7 years to complete the entire house.
The Garside House, which was built in 1915, was a remodel project where the Legacy Project raised money through all kinds of different little things to remodel the home. And that was kind of our big thing here at Stringtown.
The Legacy Group was able to purchase through our fundraising more furniture for the house. So it's completely furnished, and with antique furniture, some being, not original when the house was built, but original with the Stringtown Historical Foundation that was formed in 1985. As Joey mentioned, we've got several places in town that are of historical value that the building's no longer there, but we want, the generations to come to be aware of what Stringtown was and what made it become the place it is today. So we have grant money available to mark those places, so that's an upcoming project that we'll be getting into more in the next few days.
What has impressed me most about Stringtown is that this small group of people are fearless. They have no qualms with reaching out to people within the state and within Atoka County to help them preserve their history.
History Alive Day, which is done in conjunction with the school here, and it's basically a historical teaching moment for the students and also the community and the area. People can come and watch little skits that are done, little historical monologues that tell the history of Stringtown.
So there's over 100 people here that day for that event. And the Oklahoma Historical Society sends presenters. Fort Ouachita brings a Civil War cannon, shows the kids all, teaches them exactly how it was used, and then at the end there's a big blast off, which the kids love.
The school and the Legacy group really work hand in hand to educate our kids on the value of the history of our city, our town.
Our town became a Purple Heart City town last November, I believe, is when it was actually proclaimed as a Purple Heart City. And we had a ceremony. It was at the end of the school's Veterans Day program, which is phenomenal every year. It brings honor to all the people in our community who were recipients of the Purple Heart in any of the wars. So we have several in our town who, most of them are deceased. We only have one who's living.
The Stringtown Legacy Foundation, they are also they're not afraid to try things differently. They are always looking for something new and innovative to inspire their community. From hosting a project called Christmas Town to selling fried pies in order to fund their efforts. They are truly an amazing group of people, and I'm so proud to work with them, and they definitely deserve this incredible recognition.
Probably the most rewarding thing is gathering interviews, media, the old stories about how the town thrived through the years. All of those things are very important in our history, yet we have become the keepers of that history. And so therefore, it is rewarding to know that we're doing something significant for not just keeping the history alive, but passing it on to the generations that will follow.